Alright, so this is going to be a complete guide on how you can start creating content on X, how you can start growing your personal brand on X, and go from 0 to 5,000 followers in just under 6 months. I guarantee if you follow everything that I tell you in this video, you'll go from 0, like absolute scratch, no network, nothing, to 5,000 followers in less than 6 months. 6 months is like the upper bound. That is like the maximum you'll take to hit a 5,000 followers. But if you follow everything that I'm telling you, it's not a big number. 5,000 is nothing. And why, like, who am I to tell you all of this? You'll get some screenshots all over your screen. I have grown from 0 to 12,500 followers on X in just under 2 years. I've grown my own personal brand from 0 to 4 figures in revenue through digital products, courses, mentorships, client work, and a bit of all of those like freelancing and stuff as well through my network. So what I am going to cover in this video is how to network, what expertise, what skill to select, what interests to post upon, and the final, which is the content, what content to create, and what are the different types of content that you can post in order to grow your personal brand. And this is going to be like a raw, unfiltered guide. Like there's not going to be any edits, like nothing. It's going to be completely raw. So if you don't have the attention span to carry over throughout the entire video, I'll suggest you to click it off right now, because if you can't watch like a 10-20 minute video sitting still and focusing, which can potentially change your life, I don't think you'll even benefit from watching all of this. You'll just end up taking no action, and you'll just end up just procrastinating. So let's get started. The first is expertise, right? We'll just get right into it. The first is expertise, which is basically what skill you need to select. In my case, it's content creation, it's personal branding, it's just writing online. That is the skill that I teach people, and that is the skill that I educate people on. If you are a developer, the primary skill would be coding. If you are an email copywriter, that is the primary skill. If you are a marketer, if in a specific niche, if you just do marketing for digital products, that is your primary skill. So what I suggest you is pick one primary skill, pick something that you have an interest in. Even if you are not an expert yet, I'll still suggest you just go all in, start learning the skill, and along the journey, along the way, as you learn the skill and get more and more into depths of it, start sharing what you learn. As simple as that. This is the first step. This is like the foundation, right? We are going brick by brick. So this is the foundation. The second thing, now see, network is the most important thing that you need to know, engaging in how to network with people. If you don't know this, you will never be able to grow on X. But we'll cover this later. Why? Because even if you network, if you don't post content, it's of no use, right? The interests. Now, we are building a personal brand here. We are not building a corporate company. We are not building an agency. We are building a personal brand. So if you want to build a personal brand, the most important thing that you have to keep in your mind is that you need to build trust with your audience, and you need to make them feel belonged. You need to make them feel as if they are a part of you, they are a part of your journey. Suppose I own a personal branding agency and I am a software engineer as well, right? So for my audience, what I will make them feel is I can manage a lot of things, I can juggle a lot of things at the same time. So can you. You can do it as well. I, let's say, only spend around 1 hour a day on posting on X and just creating content. If I can do it, you can do. Sharing about your interests, sharing about your beliefs, sharing about what you're doing along the way, this builds a lot of trust with your audience, and that is the main, like that is the deciding factor if somebody will buy from you or not. You only buy from people you trust, you only buy from companies you trust, you only buy from companies that are going to deliver. And how do you ensure that you build that trust, it's through sharing these interests. I know I kind of went off topic with the rant here, but it's very necessary because I'm not some glorified search engine guy who will just sit here and you know explain step by step and just cover all the points and let you off the video just for some watch time. I'm here to give you real knowledge. I'm here to give you learnings I have myself earned through my journey of building a personal brand on X for like 3 years now. It's just almost 3 years now. So your interests can be multiple. Mine are coding, fitness, business. I share some coding insights here and there. Not it's not my primary content, but I do sometimes. Fitness, it's just I like working out. I like lifting, and I like just following a overall healthy lifestyle. So I share that as well. And business is what I'm building here, right? It's like digital products, mentorships, my coaching program. There is my next level program as well, NXT level. If you search it up on Google, you'll find my landing page. So these are the two bricks that we have laid. Expertise, which is the one skill that you need to not master, but you need to start learning at least. It can be coding, it can be copywriting, it can be email marketing, it can be anything. Just pick one interest and go all in. The second thing is interests. These are the pillars that stay your foundation. Like imagine this in a way, like this is the foundation. This is the one core pillar. This is the one skill that you and your personal brand will thrive upon. And these are the pillars that are like your interests, which keep it strong. Because if you just post about this, if you just post about your skill, you are just going to end up being another educator and not really building a lot of trust with your audience. They'll just come to your page or your account to gain some kind of insights and they just log off. You don't want that, right? You want your personal brand to be strong. So how do you make it strong? With these. What are these pillars? These pillars. Interests. All right, so let's get to the most important part of X growth. If you are someone who stayed until up here, like it's almost 7 minutes into the video, and if you're still here, congratulations. This is the most important part of growing on X. This, if you don't do this, you will not see any growth whatsoever. You post a lot of content, amazing content, you post videos, you post as good content as possible. You're not going to see any growth if you don't do this. So all the people who have logged off already, who have switched to another video to satisfy their dopamine addiction, they're not going to see this, right? My mic is still charging, by the way. I told you this is going to be completely raw. All right, so network is not the people you interact with daily. It's not the people the posts of people you comment upon. It's not the follow back guys. Network are the friends that you make along your journey. A lot of people, what they do is they leave mindless comments all day on X. They leave at least 100, 200 comments. Like I see people giving this advice out that leave 200 comments a day, leave 300 comments a day. Firstly, get a job. If you already have one, you will not be able to post 200, 300 comments a day. If you already are working on something phenomenal, if you're working on something which is tangible, you don't have the time to waste on 200, 300 comments a day. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. You can't, right? How to network and engage. My throat is sore. I'm sorry. The first thing that you need to understand about networking is that you cannot network your way up. If you're here, this may sound a bit harsh. If you're here, you have to network with people who are here, or here. You can't network with people who are up here. You're gonna end up getting ignored, and you will end up wasting a lot of time trying to network with people who are here, way above you, who who don't even know you exist, and your comments, your messages, whatever value you provide, it's not going to serve any purpose whatsoever. You will just end up wasting a hell lot of time trying to DM, comment on these people's posts, compliment them, and whatnot. Network with people who are, let's say, you're here, comment and DM and compliment and give knowledge out to the people who are here in this range. Get it? And you have to be ruthless. You can't network with people who are here. They you will lose your own authority. That why is this guy, he's sitting at 2000 followers, why is he replying to people who are 20-30 followers, and like maybe these accounts are also shadow banned. This is very ruthless, this is very harsh, but it is what it is. You have to get used to it, kind of, right? So if you're here, you have to network with people who are here, right, around your range, like plus minus 20%, plus minus 30%, because these are the people that are going to help you the most in your journey, and they are the ones who are going to engage with your posts, promote your products, support you along your journey. And these are the people who are on a similar journey as yours. Let's say if you are a developer, let's say if you are a programmer, and I might spend at least 5 minutes talking about this one topic, because this, I told you, this is the most important thing. This is the one thing that you need to master if you want to grow on X. There's no other way out. It's not content, it's not expertise, it's not interests, nothing else. It's already 11 minutes in, and we're talking about networking still. We started at 8 minutes, I guess, right? How to engage? What I like to do is I set 3 time zones, time slots throughout the day: 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. at night, in the evening, whatever you call it. And I send out at least 10 to 20 comments in these time slots. Like I just sit down, I just scroll my phone, and I just see whatever tweets, whatever posts from all of my friends, and I just leave comments which are actually meaningful. If somebody is posting about a new content framework, I'll not post amazing content, I agree with your framework, this is an amazing framework, I'll try it. No, that just signifies that you don't really didn't really read the post, and you didn't even spend time thinking about what he or she has written about. Instead, what I suggest you is, you see a post, spend at least 20-30, like good 20-30 seconds processing what it is about, and the first thought that comes to your mind, as if you were having a human one-to-one conversation. If somebody is sitting by my side here and he or she tells me this is a new content framework that I'm trying to apply in order to grow my X account, will I say, oh, I agree, amazing content, helpful? No, right? What will I say? Oh, what is it about? Oh, okay, this is the new content framework, I'll definitely try it out. How can I apply it to my own content? So you have to shift your mindset from replying to comments to having a one-to-one human interaction. Reply to that post as if that guy who has written the post is having a one-to-one interaction with you in real life. This is the mindset shift that you need to apply, so that you can start leaving comments that actually are meaningful and expand your network. Right, I spoke about this for 6 minutes, but it's really helpful. If you're still here, it is very helpful. It is the number one growth hack that me and all my clients use to skyrocket X growth. It's very crucial. It's like the one lever moving task that can make or break your X account growth. This video is completely unedited, by the way. There's not going to be any cuts, there's not going to be any edits. So let's talk about content. Now you have got your expertise right, you have got your interests, you're starting to engage with people, you're building a network, but now you have to post content. And what to do? I'll explain you. On X, there are 3 types of content that you need to post. The first is growth, second authority, and third personal. I'll explain each one. The growth content is basically the type of content that will grow your audience, that will grow your followers, and that is just going to help you reach more people on a horizon of, on a spectrum of, like, if you're here, you reach a lot of people, and a chunk of those will start following you. So your spectrum goes from here, and as you grow, your, like, the people that you reach will also substantially increase, right? So growth content, the only motive of growth content is to attract people to your brand. Remember this. The only motive of posting growth content, which is how to's, tips and tricks, hacks, guides, steps, like step-by-step guides, and just general valuable stuff, the only motive of posting this content is getting more and more people attracted towards your profile, and like getting yourself out in the arena and getting discovered by newer people. All right, so the second is authority content. The only motive of authority content is to build trust with your audience. As simple as that. Authority content is basically results, your own results. Let's say you grew from 0 to 500 followers in 15 days. That's because you know something, right? It's because you know how to do stuff. That is why you grew from 0 to 500 in 15 days. That's authority content. It can be client results. I recently wrote a case study where we generated around, I think, $3,400 for a client using a single course in one day, in the first day of launch. Those are my client results, and that is a case study, and this is authority content. Fourth is, the last type is your growth. Like, you can share your own growth, you can share your wins, and just general content where you are like winning in life. And let's say if it's X growth, if it's growing in a certain aspect of life, you can share all of that. And you need to remember that authority content is just a means of establishing trust with your audience. As simple as that. Because we are trying to build a personal brand here, not building a personal account. We are not building a brand account. We are building a. Alright, so the third type of content is personal content. Of course, we are building a personal brand. How can it be complete without personal content? The examples include stories, your beliefs, your wins, losses, life updates, and building in public. Be careful with losses, although I would suggest, because if you keep sharing the areas of life where you are failing in, people will start unfollowing you, because people like to follow winners. Why would you take an advice from someone who is not winning? You won't, right? Why would you take advice from someone who is failing in a certain area of life? Be very careful when you post something about your failure, because it can make or break your brand. Do something like, let's say, even if you fail in a certain area of life, let's say you started a challenge of dieting. You started a challenge of dieting for a month, and you failed on the 17th day. What you need to create, like the type of content that you need to create here, is not that, okay, I started a challenge for 30 days, but I failed on the 17th. No, this is if you post this, your credibility will go down, and you don't want that. It's a personal brand. We need to, position our image in the viewer's mind, in the reader's mind, in a certain way that they know that they are following someone who is winning in life. You can't always win. In fact, 99% of the times you are going to fail, but it's just how the social media game is played. You see all the people winning, it's just that people want to follow winners. How would you reframe that content type? Think at least 2 or 3 minutes. How can you reframe that specific failure on 17th day of your dieting challenge, and reframe it into something that would not really convey that you're a failure, but you're a winner. If you pause the video and if you thought about it, let me know what came to your mind in the comments below. But I'll tell you how to reframe it. On the 17th day, I failed, and the reason for my failure was blah blah blah, like 2 or 3 points. And on the 18th day, without taking it to my heart, I started my challenge again. I restarted it, and this time I am doing the challenge not for 30 days, I'm doing it for 45 days. A simple change, a simple reframe, and people will see you as someone who is a fighter, who doesn't give up, and who doesn't take failures to his or her heart and get started. So these are the 3 types of content that you need to post. It's 20 minutes in. If this video gets 100 views, only 5 or 6 out of those are still here. If you are, amazing, congratulations, you're going to change your life in 2025. So these are the 3 types of content that you need to post on your X account if you want to grow. And if you think what should be the ratio between all of these 3, what I like to do is basically post 3 of those every day. What I do is, in the mornings, like at 11:35 a.m, I post some growth content. In the afternoon around 4 p.m, I post some authority, and in the evening around 7:30, I post a personal story or a life update or a building in public or something like that. This kind of 1:1 ratio balances everything out. Alright, so it's already 21 minutes, and I think I've explained pretty much everything. If you follow this guide wholeheartedly and everything that I've taught you here in 21 minutes, you will be able to reach 5,000 followers in no time. Not even 6 months. I think 4 or 5 months are more than enough. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Let me know how you found this unfiltered kind of style video. I'm doing this for the first time. Let me know how you found this, and would you like more videos like as such, right, in the future. Let's get back to work. I wish you the best. And if you want a shareable link to this particular document, this is not very detailed. You can just screenshot this and start following all of it. It's not very detailed because X growth is very simple. Of course, there are intricacies to this. There are a lot of things that I cannot cover in a single video, but from bird's eye view, this is all there is. It's not more than this. I'll see you in the next one. Let's get back to work.